There are fears that a mass exodus of New Yorkers could occur within the coming days after President Trump said he was considering a quarantine of the city, which would last at least 14 days.
On Saturday, the president said that a quarantine would be enforceable and restrict travel from parts of the tri-state area, including New York, Connecticut and New Jersey.
We're thinking about certain things. Some people would like to see New York quarantined because it's a hotspot. We might not have to do it, but there's a possibility that sometime today we'll do a quarantine, short term, 2 weeks on New York. Probably New Jersey, certain parts of Connecticut, he told reporters as he left the White House.
I'd rather not do it, but we may need it, the president said.
Restrict travel, because they're having problems down in Florida, a lot of New Yorkers going down. We don't want that, he said.
On Twitter, the reaction was mixed.
The idiot has just started a mass exodus out of New York with this moronic statement, wrote Ken Gaskin online.
About to see a massive exodus out of New York, New Jersey and Connecticut, said at Eloise.
Thanks for giving people a heads up to bolt if they need to, tweeted Bridget Fetisi.
Others took a more considered viewpoint as to whether the president's idea for a quarantine was a good idea.
Setting aside whether this is a good or bad idea, it's 2 weeks too late to be effective. I'm tweeting from a half-empty apartment building in Manhattan because many of the residents with summer homes left NYC weeks ago, added Brian Stelter, a correspondent for CNN.
I don't agree with a quarantine of developing hot spots like New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, or any other areas in the United States. First of all, what does quarantine even mean for Trump? Is that where everyone can't even leave their homes without government permission? Asked Dr. Eugene Gu.
Former White House Press Secretary Joe Lockhart came down hard on Trump.
WTF is wrong with you? You don't govern by tweeted what you might do. And, by the way, they're not developing hot spots, they are hot spots where people are dying.
Stelter has a point. Many beaches in the Hamptons were already starting to fill up on Friday with the sunny weather, some 2 months earlier than usual.
Even rental properties are now had to come by, with New Yorkers fleeing the city as the coronavirus pandemic continues to spread.
The beachside communities in Long Island have seen a surge in visitors ever since New York Governor Andrew Cuomo issued a stay-at-home order to help stop the spread of the virus.
The unusual surge so early in the year has prompted local leaders in the Hamptons to urge Gov. Cuomo to ban non-locals from the area during the outbreak.
Locals in the Hamptons, which is usually a summer hotspot for New Yorkers getting out of the city, have reported larger than normal crowds at beaches and busier beachside parking lots.
Some have claimed no one, whether at the beach or in the towns, is adhering to the social distancing that health officials have been pushing for.
Locals who already live in the Hamptons want to ban coronavirus refugees coming from the Big Apple and force those that are there to quarantine inside for 14 days.
In other states, Rhode Island is sending out the National Guard to hunt down escaping New Yorkers who have fled to its towns, after wealthy residents appeared to take over the areas as they escape the virus epicenter.
Florida, Texas, South Carolina and Maryland also require a mandatory 14-day quarantine for new arrivals from New York.